So they feel pretty solid, and like these are the lines that you run all the way down the side of the boat. And I've done another one there, and I've put all my weight on it. And then like when I'm on my own and I have to get out of the cockpit, I'll clip my safety harness in here, which will be attached to my waist on my life jacket, and then I can go up on deck. And well, if I've tied the bowline right, I reckon it will do, because the bowline you should be able to pull a plane on it and then very quickly undo it, and they seem to undo, so I'm fairly happy with them. Anyway, so they're set on both sides now. I've got to rig up the preventers, tidy the place, and leaving at 6 AM to Edistone Lighthouse. Well, this is day one, effort one, alone. Fog is out, and I'm going into it. Clouds look, you know, look, these beasts, whatever this is, and then nothing, into nothingness. But we love it. Here we go. Get the sails up in a second. I did see another boat moving. You've stopped now. Maybe you've seen the fog. But seeing another boat moving made me feel better. But no other boats are coming out. The wind looks 16 knots and then dying down later on. So see if I can get the main up once I'm beyond the breakwater. Here we go. Wind direction, and I'm trying not to jibe, and I'm trying not to hit the lighthouse. I'm wondering how to tack, what ropes I have to pull when I get around the thing, and head back to sea. Yeah, great experience. Feeling alive. This is wow. First time sailing by myself. First time ever really sailing. 17, 18 knots of wind. 7.5 knots speed. And towards Edistone Lighthouse, just running around it. Feels see. It isn't big, but it feels big to me. That's what's happening on the screen. There's Edistone Lighthouse, that's my course, that's my wind direction. And I'm trying not to jibe, and I'm trying not to hit the lighthouse. And I'm wondering how to tack, what ropes I have to pull when I get around the thing, and head back to safety. Yeah, I put a third reef on the Genoa just to see if I could do it. So the Genoa is smaller. I don't know if you can see any of that. That's what's going on up there. I can't see that. Maybe the radio down there right there. Anyway, lighthouse is, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It's very rolly. You see the lighthouse in the distance? That's it. And Plymouth's gone. Well and truly gone. A bit foggy. Yeah, great experience. Feeling alive. This is wow. Wow. Okay. Listen, it's really tricky to do the video and like think about turning the camera on. Shit. Okay. I don't know what to do with the main. Shoot the main in, and let it go, do a control tack. I don't know, I'm supposed to shoot out to let the power up, spin the wind. On the other leg, We'll find out. The Edistone lighthouse is on my port side. I know I don't touch the Genoa furling, because I leave that alone. I'll have to sheet the port Genoa when I cross the wind to tack, and I need to make sure my starboard sheet is free. Let it go, do a control tap. I don't know if I'm supposed to sheet out to let the power up, spin the wind. One or the other. Okay, we'll find out. We'll find out. Let's just stay clear of it. That's the key. Lighthouse shit, but oh, they were beautiful. Right there. I just saw my first dolphins. Girls, I just saw my first dolphins. They were right here. Lighthouse shit, but oh, they were beautiful. Right there. Come and say hi again. Come on, guys. It's a good sign. They're saying keep going. Say we got you. We got you. Oh, I missed them. There's the lighthouse. You might be able to see it now. Oh, that was beautiful. So there's the lighthouse. You see it now in the fog. Where the dolphins are. Massive respect to all people that go out and sail. I mean, I have no experience. I've had some fantastic training off Dan Stroud. There it is. This is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I'm going to clear this lighthouse and all the rocks as far as possible, and then attempt the tack. I'm on a beam reach, I think. I don't know if my sail should be out more or not, but it's going, and we're doing 7.4. There it is. There is the lighthouse, clear as day. There's a ship over there. So I've got easterly winds, easterly winds, and I'm heading south. Yeah, and so it's really rolly. It's pretty cool. It's quite something actually. Oh shit! Now I'm pointing towards the lighthouse. I need to go the other way, away from the lighthouse. There we go. That's close enough. Thank you. I'm on a beam reach, I think. I don't know if my sail should be out more or not, but it's going, and we're doing 7.4, so I'm just kind of leaving it where it is. I'm going to clear this lighthouse and all the rocks as far as possible, and then attempt the tack. I mean, that's just, look at this. I mean, I don't know if that probably doesn't look big on the, whoa! Wow! Hey Dan, got the lighthouse right there, and I can see her up close. She looks stunning. Before it was all up and coming in the distance. I couldn't really make her out in detail, but now I can see her, and she's stunning. It's like I feel like it's really special to be able to see her. Like heading's 2 for the first time. It's another sign to tell me that everything's okay. Just keep going. I'm going to attempt tack in a minute. I know I've got to do nothing with the fairing, the thingy, the winder upper one. I'm going to let my port sheet wrapped round twice, like ready to pull it in. I've got to loosen my starboard sheet and tack slowly through the wind, like into the wind and then across the wind, and then pull in on my port sheet to catch the wind and furling line. That's it. I don't have to touch the furling line. Mainsail, I can't remember whether I'm supposed to sheet in before I do this. Wow, sheet's here right there. These little tops. Little boys. Then I'm off right. Look, can you see her, Dan? There she is. There she is. So yeah, we'll find out how this goes, and I will see you soon. Anyway, thanks a lot. There it is. Done 2 tacks, and yeah, just trying to keep the wind course. It's yeah. Check that out. How cool is that? We're on our way back. So you can see here, we got the wind doing 7.1 knots, and I think this red line is where I will actually end up, but the blue line is my coursing.
Falmouth Coast Guard, Falmouth Coast Guard. Following an incident of pending recovery operations, all vessels are requested to stay clear, direct Scylla, position 50 degrees, 19.66 north, 004 degrees, 15.16 west. This is Falmouth Coast Guard.
Oh, that's like, I'm heading towards that, so that's interesting. There's the lighthouse. Oh shit, what's happening? Okay, right, back to it. Gotta stay clear of a wrecked vessel. Made it round. There she goes, Dan. Made it round. Stuck a tack in. I was worried about being blown on, so just to be safe, stuck a tack in there. Did that sort of number, and now I've got like a boat in front and this stuff happening. It's pretty exciting. It's great. And there's some sort of wreck, a wrecked vessel that we have to look out for. So, cleared the lighthouse, bro. I'm on my way back. It's not bad. It's not bad. See Plymouth, so I'm in the middle, side by side to another yacht, a couple of miles from my port. what I think is a bowline. I pulled all my weight on it, but I ran the jack lines, so I clip onto the jack lines when I go up there. And I have this rope ready as a preventer to stop me jibing and the boom banging, but I didn't put it up, and I kind of wish I did, because I reckon the topping lift, if you can see the white flappy rope that's like flapping around, that's the topping lift that does something to the boom. I think it pulls it up and holds it up or something like that. And it's supposed to be slack, but maybe not that much. Maybe there's nothing going on. I would like to pull it in a bit, but it's not there. And I don't fancy going up there. So yeah, I haven't put a reef in. Oh, I reefed the Genoa. I haven't put a reef in the main. I haven't felt like I needed to. I'm doing 9 knots right now. I'm dead on course. Look, between my tracks that I set. You might see the other boat. It disappeared. Anyway, so that's my tracks heading in. So there's my track out. Round Edistone. I was sketched that I'd be blown because the wind's coming that way, that I'd be blown onto the thing in case I lost wind and I don't know what I'm doing, so I came back out. I don't know if that's the right thing to work. And I went, and I was almost going to do it again. Managed to do the tack and get the Genoa over, and feel a bit more confident. Adding children and wife. I think next is blow first, and then the kids. But it's not bad. It's not bad. So brilliant experience. Oh, I can see land. I can see land right there. I've got all these systems on. Shit. And that fell out of the oven. Look at that. Whoa. It's weird. Right. Wow. So that is 4 amps coming in from the solar panels. I've got 99% of my battery, 13.47 volts. I'm not losing any amps. That's quite amazing. 99% battery, running all of this. Loads of fuel. Haven't used any fuel just to get out of the marina. Ah, my books. That's what opened. Let's check these catches then. The almanac. Keyboards in place. All good. Right, let's continue this. Right.
Sorry?
What's your name?
I'm Martin, and we're off the
Dan.
trader on the Mayflower. I have the dark side. Thank you for somebody looking to see what's going on.
Thanks for coming. Yeah, appreciate that help.
But the easy thing is to use the marina is to call them.
Yeah.
See you later.
Yeah. Hey, we are.
Thank you.
We're not moving anywhere. So I'm back on land. It all went very well until the final last second, and it could have gone terribly wrong. So there's Pancakes parked over there. So I had to come into the marina like this boat's coming in, and then sort of follow that round, and then come back inside, come in there, and then come in there, and then just go alongside where Pancakes is over there. I just had to go alongside, and I completely missed it. The wind blew me off, and I ended up where's Pancakes? No, I ended up going all the way down to the end. So there's Pancakes. I came in there and then swung it round, and the wind just blew me off, and then I got stuck and I couldn't back it out, and I ended up going all the way down to the end, and I thought I was going to be blown onto and hit all these boats, and I tried again and couldn't maneuver myself properly, and I was going to hit the boats at the end, and then I tried again and I was running out of space, and I thought, well, I'll just have to somehow hit Pancakes on the end and try not to hit anyone's boat. And then the last chance, I kind of put it in reverse, and she came out. She reversed all the way out, and just missed this ginger cake boat, if you can see that. And I reversed out, went back out, and then went back in, came alongside, and a chap over there, and in this boat, motorboat on the end, he came round, and I got her alongside a bit closer, and managed to get the rope to bow, and we made it. But you know, it could have been a complete disaster. But apart from that, the trip was out of this world. It was a dream. It was amazing. I think all the learning that I've done with Dan, the intense learning, paid off. And you know, to get me out of that sticky situation, drifting off the pontoon into the other boats, I'd done just enough manoeuvring practice to be able to save the situation, or get out of the situation. You know, tacking around the lighthouse, I'd done just enough to know how to tack and let the sail cross over the deck as I turned, and you know, and then I'd done just enough to know to tack again, and then tack back, and didn't have to turn the engine on. Yeah, I was very lucky. Look at that, it's Royal William Yard in Plymouth. And yes, so many more things to learn, but what a trip, what an experience. And it kind of, you know, I mean, I can't imagine what it must be like, or must have been like, to do it without navigation and electronics and stuff, and AIS. I mean, AIS is a lifesaver. There was a second where I looked up, and there was a boat on my starboard side, port side, and we were on a collision course. And I mean, I could have high-fived the guy. I've got to brush up on the collision regulation laws and all the rules, because I wasn't sure which boat was to, whether I was supposed to turn or whether he was supposed to turn. We were both under sail, and I think I should have gone behind him, but I hadn't done my tack around the lighthouse yet, so I was a bit unsure of how to tack, and so I just kind of kept going and thought I'd make it, and I did, but I made it ahead of him. But he was just, you know, coming into the middle of the boat, my pancakes, and I just kept going, and yeah, he went behind me and everything was all right. I waved, he didn't wave back, so I don't think I was in the right. But you know, without and in the fog and stuff, and without AIS, I mean, God, I mean, hats off to Knox Johnston and the rest of the club, 250 that have done the Clipper route. Yeah, so it was a big introduction to, you know, this is real, and maybe that was 5 hours or something. You know, what do you do when it's longer? How do you take a, you know, like, how do you eat and prepare food while all that's going on? Luckily Bo prepared food for me, but you know, and just grabbing water and stuff, and going to the loo and sleeping, you know, what, I mean, yeah. And what if something had happened? You know, I was constantly like in my head, right, I let go of the main sheet and drop the main halyard and point into the wind, and that will slow me down and furl the genoa in. Like that was constantly in my head, like that's my backup. And you know, and keeping away from the land and in the lee of the land, and like not being blown on. And you know, when I was sailing, I couldn't point the boat the way I wanted to go, and yeah, it was restrictive. It was a good learning curve. So I had to make sure that I was far enough away from the lighthouse so that if something went, well, A, that the point of wind would actually blow me past it, and B, if something happened, how much time do I have? Like, so when I turned round the lighthouse, I was on the lee, so the wind was blowing me onto the lighthouse because it was coming from the east and I was heading north, and the lighthouse was on my west, on my port side. So if something had happened and I'd lost my power, my sail or something got trapped, or you know, I lost power, and then if obviously I had my engine as a backup, but if that didn't turn on, then I'm just going to be blown onto the rocks. And so you know, I had to make sure that I thought about that and had enough distance. And then the same coming back into Plymouth, you know, I wanted to go a certain way, I couldn't do it because of the wind. I was what's it called, beating. I was like beating into the wind, or like riding this knife edge, and you know, as soon as I went too close to the wind, then all the sails start flapping and the speed goes down, and so I've got to turn back the other way, and you know, and then you got the coastline on the other side, and then again it's kind of like, well, what happens if something goes wrong and you lose power and you'll get blown onto it? So yeah, it was all a big learning curve and I loved it. So next we'll be doing that with Bo, I guess, and giving Bo the experience of what it's going to be like, and then add the kids. So we'll see how it all goes, but it was a good trip, and luckily by the skin of our teeth managed to get it done. So yeah, until the next time.